Good morning, girls.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
सबको आवाज़ आ रही है? पीपीटी दिख रही है?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
All right, so let's begin. So today we'll start with the next topic, that is transportation. Have you all gone through the previous topics? I hope there are no doubts. If there are, please let me know. And I would suggest that you all start preparing for your exams now. Okay, so transportation refers to the transport of an object or human from one place to another. In the words of Fair and Williams, transport is the transport of human or property from one place to another. Transport can also be called physical marketing, because without physical fulfillment of goods, no deal, that is purchase or sale, is possible. Okay, so even if we have an online deal or online transaction, unless and until we send the actual goods or products that have been purchased, or we send a person to deliver the services or render the services to the person who has made a deal with us, we will not go through with the actual transactions. Okay, still not enrolled? बेटा मैं क्या बोलूँ, I have given the list, I submitted it, because maybe she added some of you and some are not added. Has anybody been added?
मैम कोई भी ऐड नहीं
कोई
हुआ
भी
है।
ऐड नहीं हुआ है? चलो कोई बात नहीं,
मैम,
आज
कल ही
शायद मैम कर देंगी, क्योंकि 2-3 दिन की छुट्टी भी पड़ गई थी, तो हो सकता है इस वजह से ना हो पाया हो. बट आई हैव
Yes,
सबमिटेड द लिस्ट. ओके, फाइनली आई हैव गिवन द लिस्ट with all the roll numbers and names. Okay. There is some problem, I think, that is going on with the students who have to be added. क्योंकि क्या है, आप लोगों को 1 by 1 आपको ऐड करना पड़ेगा. तो मान लो कि उन्होंने कुछ को ऐड किया, तो कुछ अगर कोई चीज़ रिफ़्रेश होती है या कभी कोई मान लो नेट डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाता है, तो भी प्रॉब्लम हो जाती
एक्चुअली
है.
इसमें थर्ड टाइम ही दिखा रहा है अभी भी.
हाँ, तो वो चीज़ अभी हटी नहीं है क्या? फर्स्ट वाला पार्ट जो था आपका?
नो मैम, वो नहीं हटा है. सिर्फ कल ही मैंने मतलब वो देख रही हूँ मैं, तो कल भी मैंने खोला था, तो उसमें एमकॉम थर्ड सेम दिखा रहा है. अभी कोई भी ऐड नहीं हुआ है.
चलो देखो, मैंने आप लोगों को प्लेलिस्ट की लिंक तो भेज दी थी, है ना? जो यूट्यूब की लिंक है, उस पर आप चेक करते रहो. रेगुलर जो भी हमारी क्लास होती है, आई कीप अपलोडिंग ऑन दैट. तो क्लास अगर आपको रिफ़्रेश करना है तो उससे देख लो, वरना प्रेजेंटेशन की जो लिंक भेजी है उसको जैसे जैसे हम नई क्लास आगे बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, आप अगर उसको बाद में डाउनलोड करोगे, जैसे उसी लिंक से कल अगर आपने डाउनलोड किया होगा तो मैटर कम होगा. ओके, और आज उसमें मैटर ज़्यादा होगा. ठीक है, बिकॉज आई कीप एडिंग मोर स्टफ टू इट. ठीक है, तो इस तरह से आप उसको रिफ़्रेश करते जाओ, उसी से अभी करेंटली आप पढ़ाई करो. ठीक है, बाकी जैसे ही वो ऐड हो जाएगा तो फिर उससे करने लगना, है ना? चलिए, कोई बात नहीं, हो जाएगा. और जब तक नहीं हो रहा है तो पुरानी क्लास का जो भी मैटर है, जिसने नहीं डाउनलोड किया है या जिसने नहीं पढ़ा है, वो कर लो. ठीक है, बाकी तो
नहीं, आप फॉन्ट साइज एक नंबर बढ़ा सकते हो.
इससे ज़्यादा नहीं बढ़ सकता बेटा. इससे ज़्यादा क्या है, मेरा स्क्रीन का भी लिमिटेशन है, और वो बाहर चले जाएगा, है ना? चलिए, ऑल राइट. सो The basic link between production and marketing operations is transportation. The goods produced in factories and the crops produced in the fields are at their place of origin, not consumed. Such goods and crops are transported to place where they are deficient and customers are in demand. ठीक है, तो जिस जगह production होता है वहाँ से we try to move it or transport it to the places जहाँ पर उसकी supply कम है और demand ज़्यादा. Thus, transport is an essential function of marketing. So, we'll see what are the functions of transport. Maintaining the supply of goods. Due to the lack or absence of an object at any place, the value of that commodity starts to increase and the lives of people begin to be painful. Means किसी चीज़ की डिमांड अगर बढ़ जाती है और सप्लाई प्रॉपर कमोडिटी में क्वांटिटी में नहीं हो पाती, दैट इज़ व्हेन अ डेफिशिएंसी अराइजेस. फास्ट एंड कन्वीनियंट ट्रांसपोर्टेशन डज नॉट अलाउ सच अ सिचुएशन टू occur. By transportation, the goods can be transported easily from the maximum areas to the scarcity areas. Means every business should focus on how they can transport the goods as fast as possible to reach the audience. Like sometimes it happens that you may have seen an advertisement on the television or somewhere in the newspaper, and when you actually go to buy that product in the market, you may the product are not available in the shops, right? So that becomes a problem that the consumer, when the consumer has raised the requirement or the demand for that product, it should be readily available in all the places that the consumer can buy from. If the transportation is not fast enough, we will lack or we will lose a lot of customers, potential customers. Then equal distribution of means of power. There is not uniform distribution of means of power in the world. Mineral oil is abundant in Arab countries, while it is also needed by India, America and other countries in the world. Many countries of the world are using this means of oil power through transportation. Proper distribution of the means of power by transport is being made available in all areas. Okay, so equal distribution of power is also possible through transportation facility. Okay, now power, when we say power, it means any resources. Okay, it may be money, it may be manpower, it may be resources. That just we took the example of mineral oil. Okay, so every country needs resources, and it is not always true that every resource would be available in abundance in all the countries. Okay, so some countries have excess supply of some products and others do not. So we have taken the example of Arab countries. There is a lot of mineral oil or crude oil available underground in Arab countries. So what they do is they sell that product to other countries. Okay, and it is transported. Next, development of insurance, banking and communication resources. Transport facility has made the development of insurance, banking and communication resources possible. Most of the business of general insurance is transport insurance. The development of insurance, banking and communication tools has played an important role in the development of industries and business in the country. So insurance, banking facilities have benefited because of transportation. So we have good transportation facilities available. We can purchase or place an order online and send the payment through the banks and or online payment, and the transport can deliver the product from the place of production to the place of consumption. Okay, insurance transport is now insured as well, so it helps the insurance industries to survive. Then development of least developed areas. Transport facility has all made balanced regional development possible. This has also given a boost to the development of backward areas. Industries are now being established in far-flung areas. So, in areas where there is minimum development or no development, there have been a lot of times when we've discussed that the rural areas are behind, or they are known as underdeveloped or rural because they do not have proper infrastructure. And the first thing that we talk about when we refer to infrastructure is the availability or facility of transportation. Okay, so transportation helps in delivering goods from urban to rural areas and from rural to urban areas. So a lot of agriculture production takes place in rural areas. Okay, so if we do not have proper facilities for transporting those finished goods to urban areas, the consumption will not be possible. Then exploitation of natural resources. Transportation means have an important contribution in the exploitation of natural resources. It is not possible to transport the labor and equipment required for exploitation or to the destination place and transport the goods to factories and consumers after tapping. So exploitation of natural resources, as just we discussed, natural resources may not always be available in the place of production. Okay, usually mines etc. are set up or are dug in rural areas or outskirt areas. Okay, so the resources are dug out from these mines and transported to the place of usage. Okay, like coal or iron ore, or maybe even stones. Okay, mining of stones. What is mining of stones known as? I have earlier I have told in class. Does anybody remember? Stone mining is known as quarrying. Okay, so quarrying is a stone mine. Okay, chaliye, moving on. Next is support for agriculture and industrial development. In agriculture and industrial development, the necessary means of agriculture such as manure, seeds, tools, etc. are collected by transport, and the sale of produced crops to the consumer is made possible. Similarly, for the development of industries, the achievement of machines, equipment, raw material, labor, etc. has also become possible due to various means of transport. Okay, so just like I explained the example in which agriculture products have to be transported from their place of production to the place of consumption, that is from rural to urban areas. A lot of other products have to be transported to and fro from urban to rural areas. So a lot of agriculture goods are used as raw materials in industrial production, and a lot of industrial development goods are used in agriculture, like manure, seeds, fertilizers, pesticides. Okay, then tractors, etc. Okay, so it acts as a support for both the industries, the agriculture as well as the industrial development. Next we come to price stability. Transport modes have contributed significantly in the establishment of a strong distribution system. Due to transport facility, it is possible to move goods from surplus areas to deficient areas. Okay, so as a result, due to transport facility, it is possible to move goods from surplus areas to deficient areas. As a result, there is a balance between demand and supply. Okay, so we make both these forces act in coordination. We have discussed that you may have studied in other subjects as well, that price in the market is determined through market forces. Market forces are demand and supply. So if the demand is too high or too low, it will affect the price of the product, okay, and vice versa. So we keep a check on the demand and supply of the product. Wherever there is more demand, more supply is made available, and wherever there is less demand, lesser supply is available. So it helps in stabilizing the price. Then helpful in the increase of employment opportunities. So transport helps in providing employment to a lot of people in the country. New employment opportunities are created due to the development of various transport modes, which help in the growth of employment opportunities. Millions of people have got employment in various transport organizations like rail, road, air and water transport in India, and even today new employment opportunities are being created. Okay, next, encourage specialization. The transportation facility has encouraged specialization. Today a particular area is going to pay special attention to the production of one item and is dependent on other areas for other items of its need. In this way, a state or country is concentrating only on the commodity which is more suitable for production and is dependent on other regions and countries for other goods. Like India is one of the top producers in a lot of agriculture products like tea, good quality tea, spices, rice, etc. Okay, so we because of the facility of transportation, we do not have to produce or be self-sufficient in everything. Okay, we can concentrate or focus all our resources on producing the goods that that can be produced or Indian atmosphere and climate is more favorable in the production of whatever products we produce, and we can depend on other countries or other cities or other states for whatever goods we cannot produce. Okay, so it encourages specialization. Then increasing the mobility of components of production. It is necessary for the development of goods, machines, labor, capital and cottage industries. Transport has provided mobility to these components of production. This is the reason that available labor, capital and goods, etc. from one place to other places have started going easily from one country to another. Okay, so mobility is possible. We can if there is a vacancy or requirement for, say, a person of the same specialization that I am pursuing, then I can go there, and transportation would help me take me there to pursue that vacancy. Okay, so mobility of resources is available. Now components of production, here what we mean is factors of production. Okay, factors of production you may have already studied: land, labor, capital and enterprise. So we can move these factors of production from one place to another, from places of availability to places of demand. Okay, next we move on to encourage mass production. The transport of goods produced by transport to the market has increased the scale of production. Raw materials and other resources required for production become available due to transportation. Okay, so huge quantities of goods can be transported nowadays with bigger facilities, with more advanced facilities of transportation. We can move larger amounts of produced goods from one place to another. So mass production is also possible. Then assistance in national security. military equipment and transport facilities from one place to another, and transportation facility contributes to the security of the country. So mobility is a very important factor when defense is concerned or national security is concerned. For example, we have a lot of troops placed in, say, the eastern coast of the country, okay, or eastern border of the country, but on the western border there is an outbreak or an attack. So nowadays we have facilities to for emergency transport of those troops from the eastern border to the western border. Okay, so it is only possible through transportation. Then creation of location utility. Due to transport facilities, goods are available at all such places where there is demand. Thus, transportation has created space utility in goods. Space utility means it is the goods are available in wherever they are required. Okay? Utility means use or satisfaction. Okay, so they are readily available or can be made available in wherever there is a demand for those products. Next, relation in rural and urban economy. Transport facilities have almost eliminated the distance between cities and villages. As a result, a glimpse of the progress of cities has started to be facilitated in the villages. Okay, so earlier there was a very huge divide between the rural and urban areas when products etc. was concerned, but nowadays a lot of majority of the products that are available in urban areas are also available or can be made available in most of the rural areas. Okay, so there is not a vast divide as it was earlier. Then increase in demand for goods. Today the market has expanded nationally and internationally. Due to the development of transport facilities, demand for goods has increased due to entry into new areas and development of new markets. So earlier, for example, if for Indian producers or for handicraft producers or for small scale producers, only markets that were available to them or accessible to them were within the country, or maybe for smaller producers it was just in their vicinity or state or their nearby urban areas. But now, with the availability of transport, with the facility and advancement of transport facilities, the entire world has become one single marketplace. Okay, you may have all experienced online transactions or online shopping of goods and services from anywhere in the world. Okay, so even Indian producers can sell their goods to any place in the world, any other country. Okay, and we can also buy goods from any part of the world. Okay, so these are the functions of transportation. Next we come to the means of transportation. So means of transportation you may have already studied. It's very simple: land transport, water transport and air transport. These are the three main categories in which the transportation has been divided. Means of transport has been divided: the air transport, the land transport and the water transport. So land is basically further divided into rail and road. So we'll see each of these one by one. Okay, so land transport can be mainly divided into two parts, as I said: road transport and rail transport. So we'll start with road transport. Road transport is the most suitable for short and medium distance travel. Fast, reliable and door-to-door transportation is possible. Road transport is complementary to other modes of transport. It is classified into the following sections. Okay. Now see, these are very simple things. I'll explain only the parts that I feel you may have not understood. Okay. because these are things that you may have been taught in school multiple times, that too. Okay, so first is national highways. So everybody knows national highways. You may have also seen the movie NH10. So national highways, these roads are of national importance. The responsibility of the development of national highways lies with the central government. These highways are state capital, commercial centers and ports. These highways connect to state capitals, commercial centers and ports. Okay, then state highways, these are the main roads of these states which are maintained by the state government. Okay, so national highways are of national concern and are maintained and constructed by the central government, and the state highways are important for the state transport, so they are constructed and maintained by the state government. Then district roads or district roads, the main roads of each district which are built for the development of the district in addition to national highways are called district roads. It is the responsibility of the district administration to maintain them. Then village roads, the construction of rural roads in India is being done under the Landless Employment Guarantee program. Now see, you may have seen, if you have recently visited in the last 5 years, if you may have visited or had taken a road trip to any rural areas or nearby villages, even if you may have gone to Barki, you may have seen big boards with a lot of matter written on it under the Gram Sadak Yojana. Has anybody seen that board?
Yes, ma'am.
So that Gram Sadak Yojana is an initiative that the government has taken to help in construction of village roads. Okay, so these are also some of the schemes that are similar to the Gram Sadak Yojana. So Landless Employment Guarantee Program, National Rural Employment Program, Command Area Development Program, Minimum Needs Program, etc. Okay, so these are also now every state may have a different program operating. Okay, then next is border roads. Border roads development board established in 1960 is to coordinate and accelerate the development of the country in the border areas and protect the economic development of the country. Related preparation has to be strengthened. So border roads are basically roads that may involve crossing of borders from one country to another. Okay, from neighboring countries basically. Okay, like Nepal, Bhutan, we have roads connecting us to those countries. So they are maintained by the Border Road Development Board. Okay, then we have merits for road transportation. So this we will cover tomorrow. Okay. Does anybody have any doubts related to what we studied today?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and has everybody written their attendance in the chat box?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.